is on the bed beside me. Ignore his messy hair. He didn't want it brushed today. And autistic reborn mommy. So we're going to be talking about hobbies and reborns. And also, I hope you all join because it's fun going live. And yeah, so we're going to be talking about pretty much everything that comes to mind to talk about. And yeah, so first off, we're going to be talking about sports because we never really talk about sports when I post regular videos. So we might as well just go ahead and do that. So the sports that I have done and tried and alike is what we'll be doing. So I've tried tennis, basketball, baseball, soccer, bowling, cheerleading. What else is there? Softball, cornhole, track. And my favorite ones that I found out I like doing is track, love cheerleading. Cornhole was okay. I like baseball. And I like basketball and soccer. Tennis is hard. And with my hobbies, I'm in the reborn community and love collecting reborns because it's super fun and they're cute babies. Plus, I enjoy doing sign language. And there is videos if you scroll all the way back down on my channel where I first started posting videos that there is videos of me doing sign language. And I still know sign language, but I did forget some of it, so I have to relearn it. And I've learned sign language through different things. Like, I've learned it through different therapists, through YouTube, watching friends that know how to do it. So that's how I know what I know now. Then, of course, I picked up on sign language. And when I really picked up on doing it, I realized, like, oh, I know these signs from these songs because I really do songs and sign language. And it's like, okay, when I picked up one, I knew these signs here from these songs. Then I realized, oh, I can take these signs from this song and put it in this song. So then from there, that's how I really grew in doing more songs. Now, I do mainly do Christian songs because that's my favorite type of music, but I do other songs too. Like, the only other song that comes to mind is War by Katy Perry. So, of course, in one video, I do plan on doing that and uploading it for you all. And with the Reborns, still haven't gotten their clothes washed yet because there's a lot of them. But there will be a video on the haul for the clothes they got at the giveaway. And that is how I get my clothes. Plus, it's how I get all of the babies' clothes. Now, I did at one point get them clothes from eBay, but with Leon and waiting 2 years for him to come, something said that if I got rid of all the clothes that I had gotten him, then he would come, but if I kept them, he wouldn't come. So, of course, you pick and choose, and I chose to get rid of them, knowing that it was a chance with either thing I did. And of course, shortly after I got rid of them, he came. So that left me with having to get him clothes. And there was only one item that I kept, and it's his Pikachu sleeper. But thanks to having 2 giveaways to go to this year instead of just one, I did get him some clothes. And plus, with the new babies coming, I made sure to get a huge variety of sizes for them because they are all different sizes, of course. And plus, with their glasses, They came from eBay, of course. And also, I did find cheap glasses on Pat. It's an app that you all can download, and they have glasses on there for literally like $1 something. So I do plan on, with the newer babies, getting their glasses from there. And plus, they will obviously be different colors because it's boys and girls. And when I heard about Pat, I couldn't believe that you could actually get stuff on there for $1.99 because that is super cheap. And I did find out that I have to watch with their clothing sizes because they run big. So that means that I'd have to get a smaller size for them, which is perfectly fine because I mean, having them too big is better than having them too small. So I will definitely be looking for stuff on Pat for them because I still want to get them some matching Christmas pajamas because that would be really awesome and cool. Plus, Leon is the biggest that I have right now, but when one of his siblings come home, they will be the same size as him, which means that they will be the same size. And they will obviously be brother and sister regardless, but it'll be fun having two of them the same size. Bryson is the only zombie because the rest of them that I seen was too scary looking, and I'm not a big fan of scary stuff, so that's why he's the only one that I have. And plus, with the babies from Amazon, I didn't have any problem when I got Ellie from there because that's where she came from, was Amazon. And she is a knockoff version of a Masterpiece doll because they don't make them anymore. But if you do go under eBay and type in Masterpiece doll, you can get them on there. But I just stick with her being the only one that's a knockoff Masterpiece doll. Now, I did find other ones on there too that were cute and I wanted to get, but I never did. And then when I found out about AliExpress and people were saying that that's where they got their dolls from, because this one YouTuber, it's Doll Happy Mom too, they get their babies from AliExpress, and that's how I first found out about it. I was talking to them on Facebook, and they said that you want to make sure to get them where they have free returns, and you're really doing good if you can get them with free shipping as well. So I made extra careful about that. I was being extra careful, and plus they had already said in their videos anyways, like, yeah, you want to pay attention to the pictures that there is some and read the reviews because you can get them where they don't look like the picture. And then they even got this one where she literally had eyelashes that was like a spider. That was kind of creepy. So they didn't like her and sent her back. And that's why when I got August and Liam from there, I was extra careful and cautious about it, and thanks to them for helping as well. Now with AliExpress, they do take a long while to come. They take like a month or two to come because they are from China. And it's fine because they did come, which is a good thing. Because it's bad if you order them and they don't come. Or like with Leon, when I ordered him and 2 years of waiting, it's like, okay, is he actually going to come? Or is he a scam and not going to come ever? So luckily he did come. Plus, let me know what all sports you all like and what all sports, if any, you have done and you like to watch. Because I love to watch figure skating. I still like to watch cheerleading. And when I used to watch YouTube, I found this one song. It was called Don't Wake Me Up by Chris Brown, and they had a cheerleading dance for it. Well, it's like, you know what? Since I'm not doing cheerleading anymore, but I really miss doing it, let's see about doing this dance and remembering as good as I can to have as a dance routine. Because obviously, when you do cheerleading, you practice your cheers for your routine, you practice your cheers for the sideline when you turn on the basketball team, and then plus you do your dance routine that you do when you go to states, and you do your actual cheer that you learned and been working on at states too. That's what they judge you by. And plus they judge you on when you're all together, when your arms are straight, your toes are pointed, and that stuff there. But I even remembered pretty good the dance for the song, and would go outside and just goof off and have fun doing that. And then I couldn't remember it because I haven't done it in so long. So then I was relearning it, and then I just gave up on it eventually. But with sign language, I'm not doing it as much as I used to. But like I said, you can easily go down to the very beginning of the videos and find the songs that I did in sign language, because it's mainly just Christian songs that I do and not so much any other type of music, because Christian music is my favorite. And then my second favorite would obviously be country music. So let me know your guys' favorite things too, because I'm really curious about it. Plus, I know over on Mommy Cass's channel, she's having a really hard time, and I try to watch her every time she's live because she's a really sweet person. Now, I don't know her personally or anything like that, but I just watch her videos, and she's going through a hard time right now. So if y'all believe in praying, please pray for her. And, plus, I know this time of year is hard for people anyways, with it being close to the holidays, people not being able to go outside as much because of it getting colder and stuff like that. So I understand that it's really hard for people. Plus, as of right now, I don't have a whole lot of babies, but I know that there are people that have a lot more. And it doesn't matter. It's not a competition in the community. How many reborns you have, how many you don't have, where you get them from, or anything like that. And I know that there is people that don't support the knockoff reborns, and there's people like me that support both because the prices of everything is why I support them. And plus, I also support them because it's like not everybody knows the difference between a real one and a fake one, unless if they have somebody that's in the community that can tell them about them. So that's why I support them either way. Plus, they're just doing what makes them happy anyways. Because I know this other YouTuber, her channel name is Spring Flower Nursery or something like that. And she's the same way, where she likes all kinds of dolls. But she just does what makes her happy too. That's all that matters. And plus, it's fun being a reborn mom because, everybody has them for different reasons. And I've been getting some hate myself, which I know, shocker or not, because this one girl says that one minute she says that they are just dolls, and I explain, no, you don't go to Walmart and get them. An artist actually makes them. And then I sent her a different picture, knowing that she would start crap even more. But it was nice when she didn't start crap. So then she says, oh, this is a real kid, it's not a doll. And I'm like, no, it's a reborn. And then she started more crap about that. And I'm like, you know what? Can you just leave me alone and stop with the crap on them? It's like, they help me out. They make me happy. I'm not hurting anybody. So just leave me alone and drop it. And it's really irritating that people do that. I mean, yeah, there is some that is literally a prototype, which is why they literally look so realistic. Because, like, the 3 months Joseph, yeah, he looks the way he does because they took a grandkid or a kid that was theirs that looked like that and made it into a reborn. But, and then the rest of them, obviously, I'm not for sure how they do that, but it's really cool how they do the reborns and everything. So I know that no matter what, you're going to get hate for something, but that's why on my channel we are no bullying. And the reason we describe everything is because there's some people that can't see that well, and there's also some people that can't see at all because of their disability. But we support all the disabilities over here. And that's why we be so kind to each other and everything. And plus, with everything the way it is anyways nowadays, it's really hard to trust people because, yeah, there is some that's really nice and polite and stuff, but then you still got the ones that's just complete and total buttholes. So that's why I just like the small things like holding the door for somebody. Hey, you probably just made somebody's day right there. Because I know there's times where it's like I'm having a rough day or something when I go out, which is hardly ever. But it's like, I know if I just do something small like that, it's going to make somebody's day. And then with the videos, with the part being with the puppet, is because, hey, I figure, it's going to probably cheer up somebody's day there too. So that's why we do it with the puppet. Plus, we have fun making the videos over here. Because we love doing it and just trying to cheer up everybody. Plus, like I said, it's just not about having a competition with Reborns because it's not a competition at all. As long as you got the babies that you want and that you can afford to get, that's all that matters. And as long as you're having fun with them and all that, that's what counts. Not, oh, like so and so has like 50 reborns and you only got 2. It's not a competition at all. Because, I mean, it's really hard for people to get them. I know, and I understand that. Plus, some even make them have different disabilities because they have the same disabilities as their mommy or their daddy does, and then others just do it for role play. So the reason that mine have the disabilities that they do is because I have the same disabilities, and that's why they have the same ones. And plus, because it's even more cool too, because I know, like, if I were to someday have real kids, which I don't want any, then I know that they would probably have the same disabilities too, even though you would never know. So it's like with the reborns, they're my real kids to me, and I want them to have the same disabilities. So that's why they are all autistic and have learning problems too. Plus, I will show you. I made these yesterday. Let me put August down over here. So last night, I remembered that I was going to make some people some bracelets. So I did that. Now, do you all remember the loom bands that they used to advertise a bunch on TV? Well, I have them, and they're easy to do. Just picking up from a book on how to do it is really hard. So I just looked it up on um, YouTube on how to do it, and the easiest one to do is like this, which is where you take your first band and you make it like an 8, and then you take your second band and put it on top, and then you take the bottom one and loop it over, and then you keep doing that until you got it the length that you want. And then this here is an S clip, which means that the size is different. So that way there, when you're done, you take your end pieces and hook it on there. So I made 3. So there's this one, which doesn't have any pink in it at all. It's black, blue, red, and yellow. Black, blue, red, yellow, and green. And then this one I made 2. It's smaller. And this one is blue, green, pink, yellow, and black, and red. And then the last one that I did was this one. And it's green, pink, blue, red, black. And the other one before that has white in it too. So the bands that comes with the foam looms is not as stretchy as the other ones, but I use the non-stretchy ones just to get rid of them because I'm not a fan of them. And then you can even go under YouTube and look up how to do different bracelets and even headbands. And I did make some hard bracelets. Like this one, it's probably like this wide. Now, I'm not good at guesstimating, so we'll just say like 5 inches wide. And that's just probably an exaggeration. But it's called a dragon scale. So what you do with them is you have to be very, very patient because it does get frustrating when you do it, because you have to have your loom sideways. Now, the foam looms have like 5 rows, and the regular looms, that's the rainbow loom, has 3 rows on it. So with the foam loom, you have it sideways and you use 1 row. And you take your rubber bands and put it on there a certain way. Now, I don't remember because it's been quite a few years since I've done it. And you have to constantly keep going in the same direction and everything when you're doing the dragon scale, because it's a lot of rubber bands. Plus, also, you need a bunch of clips. So the clips can either be a C clip, which obviously looks like a C, but you take your rubber bands and you pop them through there, and then you go to put on your bracelet or your necklace that you made, then obviously it doesn't come undone. And then with the headband, you have to take your looms and connect them together, and then follow the tutorial on YouTube on how to do it. Now, they do tell you on there too that at the end, when you got your actual top part that goes up here in your head done, then you gotta take your regular rubber bands like you do with the simple bracelet that's like this, where it's just a single strand of rubber bands, and do that for the back part of your headband. And then obviously you take your clip, whether it's your S clip or your C clip, and connect it together for your rubber band. Now, the reason I didn't really make a bunch of them is because they're hard to do and they take a bunch of time to do. And with the dragon scale, the cuff bracelet, it is frustrating when you do it, because if you mess up in the slightest bit, you have to restart it. And when I did it, I had to literally keep doing it over and over again because I kept forgetting where I was at. And it was really frustrating, but once it was done, it was a huge relief. Plus, in case if you all were wondering, I have Juliana's swimsuit right here. It's a little mermaid, and it's got purple straps because it's a spaghetti strap top. It's got the Little Mermaid on it, Ariel, It has an orange flower and a pink flower. And then on the side where her legs go through at is purple ruffles. And it's just plain mermaid scale on the back as well. And this is 0 to 3 months, and it's big on her because she is a 21 or 22 inch, maybe even a 20 inch, but it's big on her. And the reason I got her this swimsuit instead of actual swim diapers is because it's like I'm not going to keep getting swim diapers where you only use it once for her when I can just get her a swimsuit. So that's why I got her the swimsuit, and it did come from eBay. And it's really cute, and of course, you can get stuff new and used from eBay. And when I would get stuff from there, I would mainly look for stuff that could be where you place a bid on it, like not place a bid, make an offer on it to get it cheaper. Because oftentimes when you do that, then people will likely come down to make it cheaper for you. So, obviously, if you get your babies from eBay, you have to be careful if you don't want a knockoff one, or should I say a fake reborn, then obviously you gotta be careful about that because they will say oftentimes, like, they'll have a knockoff version of a Saskia that literally came from either AliExpress, Wish, or Amazon, but it'll say on there like it came from Pennsylvania, for instance, and you can tell just by the clothes it has on that it's not even a real one, it's a fake one, and that's where they got it from, because you can just tell by the clothes it's wearing. And then oftentimes you gotta watch too, because they have some where they'll say like it's a full body silicone, and then when you look at it, you realize, oh, it's not an actual silicone, where it's the full arms and legs and everything, where you can give it a bath without getting water in it. Because when you look closely, it'll show the creases either at the top where the arms and stuff is at, or on the legs. And then oftentimes, like, I'll find the most common one is with the avatars. It'll say that it's a full body silicone avatar, but then scroll over to look at the pictures more. No, it ain't actually a full body avatar like I'm wanting or was looking at the time. Now, I don't have an avatar because I just haven't gotten one. But that's on my list to get way down the road in the future, is an avatar, because they're so cute. But they show on there, like, oh, it'll show where the top half looks like it's the full silicone, where it's like Juliana, where she doesn't have the joints or anything like that, to where her arm can move, and where she could get a bath and get water in it. So when you look at that, and then you look closely at the legs, and it's like, yeah, this ain't even exactly remotely close, because you can tell where the joints is at, to where if you give it a bath, it's going to get water in it. And that's why I don't get those kind for, because obviously I'm just so scared of getting water in them. And obviously knowing, like, you can't take off the leg, the head, or the arm to get the water out, so it's like not even going to bother with it. So that's why I just stick with the vinyl, or not the vinyl, the cloth body ones, or like Julian is the only silicone one I have, just because the boys cost too much. Because there for the longest time, I was like, I'm going to get a boy one, but I want him to be the same size as Juliana, or bigger. And obviously the biggest one they have is a 23-inch for the boy and the girl. Well, it's like, I really want a 23-inch because it's the biggest size, and I like the bigger babies. But I do like the size of Juliana because she's just perfect. But it's like, okay, why is it where the boys cost way more than the girls? That doesn't make any sense. So that's the main reason why no boy silicone for me. But that's also on my list sometime. Hopefully in the future, I can be able to get an avatar and a silicone. But if the prices keep going up, that won't happen. But that's perfectly fine because I'm happy with the babies I got and the ones that's getting made. So that's all that matters right there. And plus, it doesn't matter if somebody has a baby that you like and you've been wanting it for a long time and you get it because you're not copying them or anything like that. I mean, with me, some of the kits that I'm finally getting has seriously been on my list for years to get. In case if you all were wondering how I got into Reborns, this girl I used to go to school with, I'll give her a shout out real quick. Her name is Terry Curry. She has a YouTube channel of her own too, and she doesn't really post many videos on there, but when she does, they're really good videos. And she told me about Reborns. Well, I didn't know at the time what she was talking about because when somebody would say reborn, the first thing that comes to my mind is being reborn through Jesus Christ. So then she was explaining to me, no, they're dolls, and showed me pictures and stuff of them, and was saying like, hey, this is what they look like and everything. And then I was really, really interested in them, and it's like, where do you get them from? And they just was saying that people make them and everything like that. And then at the time, just getting into them and everything, and from her telling me about them, I got my first one from Amazon, not knowing then that there was actually a difference in between the real reborns and the fake ones. So then, as I got more into the hobby, like I said from my friend Terry Curry for telling me about the reborns, is actually how I got into them and everything like that. But also, it was really sweet too because then once it's like, okay, now you know the difference, it's like now you can actually go and get real reborns than you fake and get them. And also, if you know the fake ones is what I like too, then get them, because at the time it's like I don't want to get any fake ones because I know the difference in them. Then when it came up to where, oh, more and more of them were, no, more and more of them, and then it came up to where like, okay, well, I don't see paying like $300 just for a used baby or a pre-loved baby when I can go on AliExpress and wait for them to come, even though it takes a long while for them to come, and get them on there, because the artist that I had at the time for the one lady that I did find to make one reborn was way too pricey. She wants $8,000 some dollars for the babies. And I understand, because that's what you're paying for all your hard work and everything like that, but that's way too pricey. So then finding a different artist, and everybody on Facebook was a huge help. They were saying different people to go through and everything. And got to talking to the one that's making them now, which is Susie Greathouse. So shout out to her. And also check out her channel too. It's Susie's Reborn Nursery. She does have videos up on her channel, but she's busy between working and doing stuff around her house and making the babies that she doesn't really have time to post on her channel. But she has wonderful videos and really cute babies as well. And she even flat out said that she does down payments on babies, and that she even makes it to where if you want a baby done but you can't afford to pay it all at once. Hang on a second, let me get this up here again. Hi Rocky, how are you? It says, "Hey sis, can't go live. I've tried 15 times. Um, I changed my handle. It still won't let me go live." That is so strange. Maybe they haven't got it on your channel yet, because I know that they said that they were working for it with everybody's channel. So maybe in time they'll get it where you can go live too. Because I know you got more subscribers than me. I think you do at least. But just be patient with it, Rocky. You'll get it to where you can go live. Um, Plus, it's really sweet too because she even works with everybody where they can get babies from her and everything like that. So I'm so glad that I love you said about Susie because she is a really nice person and she does video chat you when she can to keep you updated about the status of your baby and everything. And she makes sure that she makes it the way that you want, which is really awesome. And I'm so glad that I found her. And because at first, when you all kept saying on Facebook different people, it was overwhelming because it's like you all say these people and everything, but then other people would go back and say, like, no, don't do this one here because of this, don't do that one there because of this. Like this one, I can't remember now what it was called, but they had the dimples on there. Who is a YouTube channel you were talking about? I was talking about Susie's Reborn Nursery. She does videos on her channel, but with her job and doing stuff that she has to do at her house, and plus making my babies, she doesn't really have time to do videos on her channel, but they are really cute. Plus, when I got to talking to Susie, and something said like more than likely I'd go with her to make them, and she was nice and polite and answered all my questions, and even was so nice to explain the stuff that I would have never learned otherwise, going through different artists about the Reborns. So that was really awesome because that's how I've been learning so much more about them. And it's just really awesome having somebody like her to where she explains it to you, breaks it down, to where if you don't understand it, she makes sure that you understand it. And plus, you all on Facebook are amazing too with the reborn groups and everything because we all share our babies and post pictures and share our videos with everybody. And we're like family. It's amazing. And I'm going to hop off of here and go watch Mommy Cass because it said she was on. But I'll keep you guys updated on here as well. And please make sure to check out their channels. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.